Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Bashir Jan, whom I was first introduced by my colleague Gohar Ijaz, and I welcome my younger brother and friend, Governor Sindh, Mr. Kamran Tesori. While all of them were speaking, I just recalled one of my interaction with Bill Gates when I was there to address a new NGA. And I told him that, Bill, you're not known for what you have earned, but you're known for what you spend. And while they were talking, I just realized that this cycle is not complete. You earn, you spend, and you earn more. And what do you earn more? You earn in terms of material benefit. You spend it for emotional and spiritual reasons. And you earn honor. You are an honorable man, Mr. Bashir Jan and Gohar, and the rest, and others. I get energized when I'm amongst the youth. I seek inspiration, I get more stimulated, my thought process becomes more refined when I see young faces like yourself. It's all energy. You are filled with your vigor, with your youth, and with a formal education, that vigor and that youth gets channelized. I will congratulate the parents who have invested in you, who have believed in you, who have dreamt about you, whose future aspirations are directly linked with your accomplishments. And it's such a beautiful relationship. It's like passing of a relay race mechanism from one generation to another. And the cycle goes on and on and on. While I stand here, I heard the recitation of Holy Quran from Surah Rahman. If we try to seek some inspiration from the scripture we have been bestowed with, let me recall here the story of the creation of Adam in Surah Baqarah, when God narrates that I am about to create a new entity. The point of contention comes from the angels that why are you creating this new fuss for us as we are already praising you and appreciating your lordship. In reply, God narrates and tells them that you do not know what I know of, and asks Adam to name these things. The secret lies in this ability that humans were endowed to have the concept building, the cognitive activity, the thought process. And that conceptualization, it had an ability to name it, to give it a noun, an adjective. And when I was linking the both surahs in terms of my own thought process, he introduces himself of one of his characteristics, which is all mercy, Rahman. And then he narrates or identifies his best of the best creation, the human. And amongst the human, one of its finest ability to speak. Allamahul Bayan. He's got the ability to speak. The creation of language or the development of language was one of the biggest and finest achievement of human race. And that primarily became a premise for the rest of the knowledge. Scientific, social, philosophical, religion had to rely on this tool of language to express itself, to display itself. Allah Himself says in Quran that I conveyed to you my message in this Arabic Quran. That language reliance for all the messages was done. Why I'm talking in so much generic term? Because we need to address despondency here, which probably we are facing in this generation or from the generation I belong to. What is Pakistan? Pakistan is our identity. And when we speak of identity, we do not only speak about a territory or about a race or about a religion or about a language. It is about the basic unit of the society, and that is individual. And you are that brick of the society, which would create that larger edifice, which we, in the Committee of Nations, we call Pakistan. So if you remove that one brick, the entire edifice gets imbalanced. अफराद के हाथों में है अक़वाम की तकदीर, हर फर्द है मिल्लत के मुक़द्दर का सितारा. That one individualism, no one should be undervalued or underestimated. We all vary in terms of role. From this cameraman who's recording here, from the person who do the job of cleansing, up till the Prime Minister or President. They are all contributing according to their ability and having a role. There is nothing privileged or special about it. That is the Pakistani dream. We need to realize that. We are privileged to be born. We are privileged to be born, and that privilege comes from divine right. I used to wonder that in one of the verses in Yasin, God reminds us repeatedly that I've done a favor to you that you are born. मैंने तुम पे एहसान किया. And I used to think that, wow, he is infinite. La intiha, la mahdud. You cannot limit him. You cannot put a number to his attributes. So why a small creation like myself, usually he reminds me that it's a favor. Yeah, ehsan maine tum pe kiya. While this question was a challenge in my mind, and I used to be quite inquisitive about it, I was watching a program on Discovery, and the embryonic structure of the human being. It was the whole story about it. And it was telling that around 8 or 80 million sperms, they contest. And out of that contest, one life comes. And I was like, wow. So I am that chosen one amongst that 80 million. So are all of you. So are all of 8 billion. So yes, it is a favor. Everyone is a chosen one. And that chosen one has a limited time and space. Get the best out of your time. Seek new inspiration. Don't be a follower. है तकलीद की रविश से तो बेहतर है खुदकुशी. Why? Because creativity is linked with life. Dead entity cannot create. You are here to be the co-partner with that divine, to be the creators, to be the innovators, to be the discoverers, to be the explorers. You're not mere followers. You learn to a certain stage to develop certain tools and then apply those tools to explore the universe. Bashir Jan Sahab said a very potent thing here. Dream. And dream big. Dream globally. Act locally. Dream universally. This whole universe is for you. Why they say that don't set yourself to a certain destiny? Because do remember that God is a creator himself. Once you acquire a certain goalpost, he changes a goalpost. He brings a new creation. And once you reach that goalpost, he alters and creates another one. So this is the divine game plan. Get ready for it. Play your own role. Play your own part. And that part is a most important one. I was so happy to hear the alumni of your institute. She gave you a very personal insights and quite inspiring one. There are 3 areas. I will. But when I see them, I can't resist, and I have to talk more. Sorry. I'll take few minutes, 2 or more minutes. Quran has given you 3 ways to know or explore this universe. The one is self, nafs. The other is cosmos. You have to observe the entire cosmos. And the third is to know through history. Qawm Hamud, Samud. It encourages you to read and explore the documented history. That's where our Eastern poet or the philosopher Iqbal said, Gulzare hast bud na began awar dekh. Hast is a Persian word for present. Bud is a Persian word for past. So present and past. Gulzare hast bud na began awar dekh. Don't treat it indifferently. Your present and your past. Hai dekhne ki cheez ise baar baar dekh. Observe every event in your present and whatever has passed. So it will give you new vistas, new ideas, new approaches. And kholi hai zauke deed ne aankhein teri agar har reh guzar mein naqsh kafe paaye yaar dekh. If your inner insight is awakened, if you are enlightened, whatever happens in your life, as you grow, the way you get your mentors, the way you have interactions, the way you be part of an institution, your career, your job, everything in your life, there would be a footprint, a divine footprint, which is again quite unique, like anybody's DNA. And you'll realize how that divine being is playing its role in each and every life. While I'll conclude here, because the lady on the right is getting impatient, and probably I'll get another chance to speak to the students in the next year. Till then, thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.